ABJ Stubbs. I'm world, American, African, Caribbean, and Black history. Well, this is another funny Ku Klux Klan video. The college okayed me to teach karate, and I was given groups and private lessons. And the private lesson was a pretty good chain. It was like 150. No, it was like 50 a week. But the group session was almost free, like $30 a month. So this guy come up to me, and he looked like Morgan Pierce, like a young Morgan Pierce, I swear to God. And this is how we met. Let me start right there. Everywhere I go, the guy was looking at me. When we eat lunch, he'd be sitting across at another table, and he just the whole while he got eyes on me. My people knew it. Doom. Why that guy keep looking at you, Doom? I said, I don't know. I know him too, dog. He been doing this about for 3 weeks now. I said, I think he want to try something. They said, yeah, be careful, Doom. Be careful, because he might want to take you out, right? So I kept my eye on this guy. And this guy was also creeping around the dorms a lot. So now, my nerves high. Remind you, the danger of men 24 hours a day at the college, because you never know who want to take you out. Because I'm beating up a lot of people, and one day I was going to the dorm, and the guy was walking in back of me. He followed me from the lunchroom, and now he following me to my room, and I snapped. I threw my book down and hollered. That was to stop your brain for a couple of seconds. And when I threw the book down and he was shocked. And I grabbed him by the neck and I put him on the wall. And I said, what you want? Who are you? What you want? Who are you? Man, I see you been following me for 3 weeks, man. Tell me who you is. I'm finna take your ass out right now. And I had him like that. And he's, man, please don't hurt me. Please don't hurt me, man. Please don't hurt me. Man, I just want you to teach me karate, man. I just want you to teach me karate. So I opened up my room door. I told him, pick my book up. I opened the room door. He went in. Just me and him now. I said, man, you playing with your life, bro. Why the hell you been watching me for 3 weeks? He said, I was just scared to talk to you, man. I wanted to ask you to teach me karate. He said, I keep getting beat up by some boys, and I can't take it no more, man. I do anything, man. I'll pay you $100, $150 a week or something, he said, right? And I said, no. My rate is $50 for private lesson a week. I say, but I'm only doing this because I've been bullied my whole life. And I can't stand to see nobody getting bullied, man. So I'll take your own. And he put money on my table, like $150, I think. And he said, here come 3 weeks right here, buddy. 3 weeks right here. Man, they had that kind of money in a long time, So that's how we started. And we started meeting every week. And I teach him karate. We doing good. About a month passed, right? And then one day we started class, and he say, "Man, I got to tell you something. Please don't, please don't hurt me." I said, "What you got to tell me, man?" He said, "I'm a Klan's member." I say, "What? So I'm training you to whoop my people's ass? Motherfucker, I'd kill your ass, boy." I said, "No, no, no, no. It's not what you think. It's not what you think. Please, man. Just hear me out. I'm out of Georgia. And them same Klans who you with are the ones who whooping me every time they see me, man. They just beat me up and kick me and embarrass me in front of everybody. Man, I can't eat lunch, man. Please don't be mad at me, sir." I said, "Wait a minute. The Klan beat another Klan?" He said, "Man, we don't get along. We just all different groups in different states and different cities. And it's just each group keep to themselves, you know? But we don't get along, sir." And I say, "Man, I'm going to teach you. But I ever hear you jumping on a black person, it's you and me, okay? Because you ain't finna make me laugh and stalk of black people. Of me training a Klan to beat up a black person. I hurt you, boy." So after that was about a month in the training. Then 2 weeks later, he come to me. He said, "Man, uh, I come to say goodbye. I'm gonna pay the money on out." So he gave me $100. You know what I mean? I said, "What happened, bro?" He said, "You changed my life." He said, "I used to be scared to death. I couldn't even go to the filling station. I'd be scared, thinking somebody gonna come and try to beat me up or rob me." He said, "Now when I go to the filling station, I ain't scared of nobody. I want it. I want to smoke." I said, "Well, that good. Well, why you leaving college?" He said, "Man, I got kicked out of college, man." I said, "Why?" He said, "One of them kids who were bullying me, I broke his leg." I said, "Yeah." He said, "With that movie, you learned me. But they kicked me out." I said, "Man, I hope I don't get kicked out of school." He said, "No, no, no. They don't know nothing about you, man. They don't know nothing about you. But here come $100 to pay the money out. Or whatever it was. I think it was 100. And he said, "It was nice meeting you, sir." And I looked at him. I said, "You want to win that $100 back?" He looked at me hard. Looking like Morgan Pearson. He said, "Man, you'll murder me." He said, "But one thing I would like to tell you, sir. You need to be on the world stage. Because you ain't an average human." He said, "I watch you fight, a lot of fight." He said, "The world need to see you, man." He said, "Someday, I think they will." I said, "You think so? It don't seem like it, dog. It don't feel like it." He said, "You got to be a hell of a man. Or that got to be a hell of a degree. Because you fighting week after week after week just to earn a goddamn golf course degree. Which ain't shit to the average person's eyes. Is it worth risking your life every day, sir, for that degree?" I said, "I don't know, man. I just want it, man." And he said, and this is the funny part, that scared the hell out of me. He said, well, Master, you the best karate teacher. I said, whoa, 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 what you call me? He said, Master, you my master. I said, hell no. Man, don't you never say that shit again. Them goddamn boys will kill me. If they hear a Ku Klux Klan call me master, him and I would laugh. You know, him and I just laughed. We just took ourselves to death, right? And because it was funny. I might be the only black man in history where a Klansman called master. But anyway, when I think about that, it tickled the hell out of me. It won't. The funniness didn't really hit me until a couple of years later. You know, it was funny when he said it. Because I said, man, them goddamn people gonna kill me. They hear a Klan call me master, right? But that's another funny Klan moment. Thank you and God bless.